is take your dirty brush, it's fine, and you just tap it into some white, and then what you're going to do is you're going to tap the corner. Let's tap the corner of the brush into the brush. Just tap the corner. See? Well, there's a little bit around, but I worked on the corner there, so I'm going to work on the corner of the brush. So pick a spot where you want your cloud. We have one over here. Just make a line over here for just a line. Don't even worry about it. Just make that line just so that you can see where you want to put your cloud, okay? And then just take your brush and tap on top of what you just did. Now, because the paint is still wet, it's not showing up very well. So we may have to wait for that to dry, but we're just going to tap on, tap, 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 tap. Tap on a little cloud right there, that's all. So, like I said, the paint is wet, so it's absorbing the paint. And if I could get a close-up, that would be nice. So we'll wait for that to dry a little bit, and then we'll go back over it again. So I'm going to do another one on the other side. I'm going to pick up a little bit of the shadow color, the sky color, and I'm going to put that on my brush. You can use the corner, and I'm going to take another line. I'm just going to bring a line over. Like I said, it's pretty close to the color of the sky. If you want to get that line darker, you can always put a darker line there. You don't have to, but just a line just to show you where you're going to have your cloud, that's all. And then tap off your brush into your white again. Tap into the white, and this is the brush that I use for the sky. Same brush. I don't know if I mentioned that to you. So just tap, again, tap a nice big fluffy cloud right on top of that line that you just made. Now, like I said, the paint is wet. We may have to wait for it to dry a bit. And you can go back in again and try to lighten it up on top of that. But if the paint is too wet and is absorbing the paint, then we'll wait for it to dry and we'll come back and do that again. Okay, so you bring it out a little bit on the edge here just to, so that sky clouds are there. Good. So if you want to, you can take that bottom line and just blend it in with the sky rather than have a big old blue line there, or color, whatever color line you put there. Just blend it in, blend the bottom of the clouds in with the sky. We're going to make a few little clouds. So just take some of that purple color that you made. Make a little bit of that purplish color. You can still use this brush, that's fine. Just make these little lines like that. And that will help guide you into getting a cloud. So that brush might be a little big for this. So let's change brushes. Now I discover that that's a little big. Okay. So what we'll use is our smaller flat Bristol brush. Alright, now we're going to make some clouds. It's always nice to make clouds. They might be a little hard, but it's always nice to keep doing them, practicing. So on top of those lines, you can put, just tap, 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 some white. Now the paint is wet, so it's hard to see. When that dries, we'll go back over it again. Tap, 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 right on top of that shadow. Tap, 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 tap. There we go. See? You're done. Quick as that. How good is that? How easy is that? There we go. Good job. Now, so you might need more white paint. You may run out of white paint more than you will anything else, because white is added to most of the colors. So then you want some soft fluffy clouds up on top. You just mix that purplish color together and with the light bit of white to lighten it up. If you want some clouds going across the sky up here, just make some shapes. Just circles. Circle, 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 circle. There we go. Now you got some cloud shapes up on top. And then you're going to take your white, add a little tiny bit of yellow to it. Just a little tiny bit. Now that yellow is pretty strong, so when I say little tiny bit, I mean a little tiny bit, because you saw what happened there. So let's go on top of here and just tap on some yellow, some clouds. Just on the top of what you just did, on the very top, okay? Now that paint is pretty wet there. We might have to let it dry, and we'll come back and do some more highlighting, okay? So just tap, 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 tap. There we go. So we'll just do this while the paint is wet. Tap underneath the clouds so that you can blend it into the sky more. Good. Good. And wipe off your brush, clean off your brush, make it nice and dry, and then just tap into the bottom again. That'll soften it up for you. So back over again underneath. Tap, 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 tap. Okay. So the clouds are going to, first of all, we're going to use a little purple again. Some purple. So we can just get some shapes, and then you're going to change the value of that purple by adding some white. Okay? You want to have different values of color. So now we're going to take this brush and we're going to just touch. Okay, can't see that very well, so let's add more white. Okay, there we go, because we're going to do highlights. So just make some circles all over the place, all over the place. Now let's have a look at our painting. I don't know if this will stay up here or not. Oh, I hope it don't fall. Okay, let's see. So let's see what we did. So we took some shade, just all kinds of circles, circles, circles. Make some nice, and you notice that there's a nice big bunch right there in the middle. That's nice and bright. Just make all these circles of clouds. There we go. Circle, circle, circle. And just make some more. You're just making shapes of your clouds right now. Okay? Just circles and clouds and shapes. The cabin's going to be down around here somewhere, so not to worry too much about that one. Now you got your, so all these circles of clouds. Good. Now, all you have to do now is take the corner of your brush, I think would be good, just a corner. And then you're just going to pick a cloud and you're going to tap on some white on the top of that one, tap on some white on the top of that one. If you haven't got enough white, you just go back and get more. Tap, 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 tap again. Again with the tapping. So pick a cloud and tap. Pick a cloud and tap. There we go. So this is just getting us started too, because I mean we have a lot more to do. So tap these on, tap it on, pick a cloud. There we go. Pick a cloud, and tap, tap, tap. I'm just tapping into white. I didn't clean my brush, so I want to keep some of the color going. I don't want it to be pure white. Pure white will just stand out like a sore thumb. So we always want to add some colors to our white and add colors to our colors. Okay, so just a bit of white. Pick spot, corner your brush and tap. There we go. Tap, 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 tap. Good. So some nice little clouds over here. We got some clouds here. Let's see. How about up here? There we go. Tap, 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 tap. Tap your clouds. Now in the center there's more of a bigger cloud. So let's just tap all in that center, but just tap it so that you don't lose your shadows, okay? So just tap, tap away. Tap, tap. Here we go. Tap in your clouds. Tap. And when you tap, we're going to get that center nice and bright. So just tap away. Now when we put our cabin on, we may want to adjust some of these clouds. So right now we're just putting in where we think they would look nice. Good. Tap. Tap. I'm just following the clouds that I made. That's good. And just whatever's left over on your brush, just tap around. Clean off your brush. Clean off your brush with some tissue. Just clean it off. Some tissue. And then whatever's left over on your brush, just tap around. There we go. Just tap around whatever's left over on your brush. There's some nice little faded clouds there. Alright, so that's coming along. So you might want a little bit more there in the center. Just tap in some more white. Corner your brush, there we go. Tap it in. So you might need to practice this, so I mean, this is why I'm going to let you go ahead, practice this and get it the way you want it. Please try not to have it exactly like mine. I'd like for you to do it so that you're doing it your way. So if you want your clouds a little different, or you want to have them brighter or darker, or if they don't come out exactly like this, but you like what you see, as long as you like what you see, then that's all that matters. If you look at your painting and you like it, no matter what you think, did I do this right, or this is the right way to do it, or if you like what you see, that's the most important. Hi guys, this is Allison Prior. I just thought it'd be fun today to show you a one-step sky and clouds, which means the sky and the clouds will be all done in one step. Something like this. So I'll show you how that works now. Just get this straightened up for you. And I'll take this away. And then we'll just take the plain canvas that we have and we'll put maybe a line. We don't want to go all the way down the canvas. We'll just go, say, halfway. So we'll just have a horizon line about halfway down our canvas. So what you're going to do, the very first thing you're going to do is get your flat Bristol brush. It's number 12. It's about 1/2 inch. And then you're going to take some blue and white paint. Very, very simple. So you're going to take your blue paint and load up your flat brush. Both sides, lots of paint. And then you're just going to put on a nice line of blue on your canvas. There we go. Good. And when you do that, you're just going to go right across your canvas. Go across the top of your canvas. And then you are going to load up with your dirty brush white. Big load of white paint. And then you're going to go back into your blue. So just go back into your blue. And as you're going back into your blue, that will lighten up your blue. And it'll give you some whites to blend in with your blue, but yet they're separated. And your separation of colors will give you some nice blues, some whites. And so you just go back and forth, and then you'll be getting all of your colors together. There we go, see? And then you put, once you get your white on, then you go back and put some more blue on. Some more blue and more white. And just go into your blue again with the white, and you'll see that you're getting some really nice blue sky, and your clouds are being made for you automatically. You don't have to do very much, just streaks of blue and streaks of white. And if you make nice long strokes, it'll all blend, but yet it won't be one color. It'll be different colors, shades of blue, and different values. So now you come down that far, and now because you're running out of paint, you're going to load up now with blue again. So it's back and forth, blue, go back and forth, long strokes. There we go. Lots of blue. Get all that blue on there. That's it. Lots of blue. Fill in the white spots on your canvas coming through. Just fill it in. And then if you don't get it all, it's no big deal. Then just go and get your white paint again. Look, it's even dripping off. That's how much paint I have on there. I'm going back into my blue again. See? And that's how you make a really nice sky without having to worry about clouds. You get some nice soft clouds in the background. And you just have to worry about making long strokes with blue and white. It can be any colors you want. I mean, you can have yellow or red, whatever colors you want together. Just go in with one color and then go back in with the white. So if you say you put red on, then you would put your red on, a big streak of red, and then you go back in with your white, and then you get clouds already made for you into your nice, or if you want to have a sunset, you can put red on, and then some orange, some yellow, make it an orange color, and then you put white in there, and you just do exactly the same as what you're doing now. You put a load of the color that you want on first, okay, like this. Just put that on there, long strokes. You come down under what you already did, and then you go back and forth with your long strokes, and then you just go back in. Your brush is dirty with white, and then go back in again into that blue again with your white, and then you're going to get some nice pretty clouds already made. Sky and clouds all into one. How easy is that? Now, everything all done in one step. Clouds and sky all in one step. So next, so when you get your strip of blue and white going on there, you come down and start a new section underneath the section that you already did, okay? So lots of blue. See, look, I'm loaded up so much that it's dripping off. And I got blue, 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 blue. And now I'm going to do white, 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 white. There we go. So now we got blue and white and clouds all in one step. That is so cool. Here, I can put more clouds in. See, all you gotta do is just throw the white on the corner of my brush. And I'm gonna pick a spot on here. I'm gonna look for lines. See, I'm gonna see maybe, oh look, there looks like a little one right there. See that? That's where I'm going to put my little cloud. And I'm just gonna tap it on. Tap, 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 tap. Okay, now if your paint is dry, I let it dry. And if it's dry, that your cloud may come out a little bit too bright because it is a stormy sky. So what we can do is we can add a bit of black to our white and make a gray cloud. Okay, so make some gray clouds, and then that will tone them down, and then we can highlight them after. So this cloud is a bit bright, but that's okay. So we'll just go over that a little bit. Just start at the top and start moving some gray around that. We're going to leave a little bit of white there if you like. So just move your brush around. Tap, 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 tap. So just pick some places that you want to put some clouds. Make them look stormy. You have to have them a bit dark. That's all. That's a secret. Stormy clouds and skies. Just that is dark with grays and blacks and some blues. Okay, so just put some gray on your, right, there's a bit of black and a bit of white mixed together, and tap, tap, tap it together so that it looks like a grayish color. And then we'll pick another spot, maybe on that line there. Look for lines. Look for places that can guide you along for clouds. So that's a line right there. So we'll just throw on another cloud here. Just tap it. It'll make it a little easier for you to tap the clouds on. Okay, because there's lots of ways to do things, but I'm going to find an easiest way I can for you today. So tap on your clouds, and you just move it around. Tap, 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 tap until you're happy. Okay, and you can blend in the bottom part with the rest of your sky. You can just move your brush around. Alright, just move your brush around just so that we can get some nice clouds in our sky. And we can add a little bit more whites and grays together to get our clouds. And we'll add probably another cloud here. I got a hole in my canvas, so I'm going to cover that up with a cloud. Okay, there we go. And then move around your brush on the bottom here. That's all. Good. So tap, 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 tap. And then move your brush around on the bottom so that it all blends together, okay? Make it more realistic looking. So just take your time, have some fun with it. Find a place that you like to have your cloud. If you want to have one, I see a line over here. See those lines? Use them as a guide. So just tap, 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 tap. That's a pretty dark cloud there. That's fine. But we can certainly brighten it up. Just take your brush, add a little more white to it, tap it off on your palette, and then start tapping on the top of that cloud that you just made, on the top, okay? And that'll give you some darks and lights. because we want to have dark, stormy sky. We don't want to have it too white. So we'll just blend it out.
Hi, I'm Newfoundland artist Allison Prior, and in the last video I showed you how to blend a beautiful soft blue sky. So now today I'm just going to add some clouds. I'm going to show you how to make nice soft fluffy clouds the easy way. So I have a brush here that's just a round brush. It's Bristol. It's round, and I'm just going to put a little bit of white paint on top of my brush, and I'm just going to tap it off into the tissue so there's not too much paint on it. And then I'm just going to pick a spot on my canvas and I'm going to touch, and then I'm going to start making these small circles. And as you make them, just move away from what you already made, and then go underneath what you already made. And if you go underneath, then you go back again. So just go back underneath the ones you already made there again, and then you go back down underneath there again, and you keep going until you run out of paint. And that way it'll start blending in with your sky, and you have a nice fluffy cloud. So we'll just keep going until we get no more paint on our brush. See that? And then a pretty little fluffy cloud. Just keep going, scrubbing it in. Scrub, 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 scrub. It's like a dry brushing technique. And you can go up and around, and you can make some wispy clouds off to the side, and you just keep going around circles until it all blends really, really nice. Look at that. That's a pretty fluffy cloud. I'm going to add some white to the top of it, so you can always go back over it again just to keep making it fluffier and fluffier. So we'll start right at the very top and just make some more circles on top of that one, on top of the one you already made. And then we'll just go underneath what you just made there, and go underneath again, and back again. But make sure you don't go back over the same spot. That way you'll get a nice fluffy look to your cloud. Okay, so we'll keep going with that. And we'll see how pretty that is. That's so pretty. Nice big fluffy cloud. And there we go. I'm going to continue on now with some more clouds to add to this cloud that I just made. And I'm just going to put another cloud somewhere else. So all I did was, in my last video, I am doing some short videos to make this a little easier for you. So what I'm going to do now is add some white, and then I'm going to get some tissue. You always have to have your tissue ready. And then I'm going to tap it off in my tissue like that. And I'm just going to pick a spot. I think I'm going to come right down underneath this cloud where you see the soft part, and I'm going to add another one right here. And the same technique, go around in circles, and then come back down under, and then go back down under until you lose all your paint off your brush. See that? And then you got a nice little cloud, little top cloud. Let's try another one over here. Let's go. We got some nice white, and then we go around in our circle, and then we come down underneath, and then you move down again and go underneath that one, and then you just continue on doing that until all the paint comes off your brush, and that way you get some nice little fluffy clouds. Okay, and I'll try and probably add another little bit of white on top of this one just to give it some more highlight, to make it a little brighter looking. There we go. There we go. See, you can go over them again. As long as you just do that same technique, you should get a really nice cloud. So if you just keep going back and forth underneath that cloud that you just made until all the paint comes off your brush, then your cloud will blend in with the sky, and you'll have a nice little white top on your cloud, and you'll have some nice little fluffy clouds. So many different ways to make clouds, so I'm just going to show you this technique today, and I'll show you some more, and then you can pick the ones you like the best or whatever is easier for you. So there we go. And you can also take, I'm trying to show you some different ones, you can also take some white and a little bit of blue, And then you can just pull over some clouds. Just pull, 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 pull. And the same technique again. Underneath there, you blend that. This time you're only pulling, you're not going around circles. And you just pull that over. And you pull it until there's no more paint on your brush. And then you have a nice little cloud. Pull, 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 pull. Just go back and forth. Go back and forth and just let that blend in with the rest of your sky. Okay. Look at that. Pretty little clouds. I'm just going to dip into my white. And I'm going to put a little bit of a top on there. I'm going to tap it on this time just to show you some different techniques. Just tap, 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 tap. That's it. Just tap it on. And then go underneath and tap again. Underneath there. And you keep tapping underneath there until there's no more paint on your brush. There we go. See? So you just tap, 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 all the way around. Tap, 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 until there's no more paint on your brush, and it all blends in with the sky. Isn't that cool? So easy. Nice clouds. Wow, I like that. Okay, what other kind of cloud can I show you? Maybe we'll have some clouds down here. And I'll show you, I got white on my brush, and maybe a little tiny bit of blue, not very much. And I'm going to tap it off again, just tap it, just to make sure you don't have a big pile of old white coming out. And all I'm going to do here on the bottom part is I'm just going to make some circles. And I'm going to push really, really hard. So just watch. Touch and push really, 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 really hard. Push, 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 push. Go around circles. Go round, 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 up and down. Really, really hard. Push as hard as you can. And push right underneath. Come back around again. Come back around again. Here we go. Here we go. Look at that. All right. Here we go. Look at that. How nice and soft that is. Look, just by pushing really, really hard and leaving the tops alone. So the same technique. When you start at the top, you leave the top alone, and then you just come down underneath that and go back and forth, underneath, 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 until it all blends in. And I got a little bit of a... So it's so easy to take off a bristle brush. Just flip. So, yes, I'm going to tap on a little bit of white up here, just to... So you can tap it on this time if you want. So these little techniques might help you get some nice clouds. I hope they do. So here we go. So we just tap these on top. Same technique. You're tapping until all the paint is gone off your brush. You start at the top and then you move underneath. And then you move until there's no more paint on your brush. There we go. I think that's a cool little technique. I made that up. At least I'm not sure how many other people do, but I like that technique. I just actually made it up today, and for this video. So I'm having some fun. And if you got any questions, you can always email me at allisonprior@yahoo.com. And I will be back to do some more for you. So keep checking back for my videos. Thank you.